This is Desire in the Dark on Elite.
Stoutheart stands on a ledge above the fray, looking very pleased for some reason. He waves you over to speak. Stoutheart laughs and dashes away. Stoutheart walks to a mirror mounted into the rock, then walks through it as if it were a door. His voice carries from the other side. Come along, my friend. If you want to know who I am, you must first understand your own desires. Now, follow your reflection. You step through the mirror and find yourself in another cave. Stoutheart is nowhere to be seen. A group of dwarf miners scowl at you from further up the passage. In the glint of gold can be seen behind them.
Definitely want to let that acid proc kind of wear off if I can.
Stoutheart's voice projects from the cave to the north. Such a fascinating specimen. I want to know much more about you, but you have your own questions about me, don't you? I shall be curious. I am fascinated. But you don't know who you're dealing with, do you? Who am I? Am I some living ghost of the well-to-do? No, of course not. So much more. Stoutheart's body shimmers and is replaced with a drow warrior. He flashes a smile and steps into another mirror. You step through the mirror. Suddenly you find yourself standing beneath a dazzling sun, with blue skies soaring overhead and vivid green grass under your feet.
There's
The
a couple
soft
ways you could
breeze
do this.
carries the
This
scent
one,
of flowers
and
fresh baked bread. You
I usually just attack this guy.
seem to be back on the surface in a quaint little village. A voice whispers in your ear as you draw closer. Your words or deeds led the drow warrior to leave Jorah. He charges to the attack.
So the other option is
As
to
the
go
drow
rescue a mind
falls,
flayer, but
an
there's something
exact
about that that
creature
just seems wrong to me.
suddenly
So I always just
appears
do the
beyond
fight.
barrier. This new version flashes a smile fit for a predator and gestures you to approach. Who am I? Says the shape changer. His form shimmers and twists. The drow man has become a strikingly beautiful dark elf woman. So many faces to wear, so many possibilities. I can never decide. Do you like this one? A graceful spider spinning her web. Or perhaps you prefer something more wholesome? An honest, helpful face in the dark. I am all of these feeble souls. Toad, I invite you to come meet my real self. It's not much further. Just look for the mirror in the maze.
So we're trying to find a mirror. It could be anywhere here. It could be at the end. Could be in one of these areas. So I'm just going to kind of head to this area first. Usually do a quick scan of this wall because I've had a lot of luck finding it. I think there's a lot of spawn spots here on this north wall, but it's not there this time. Here it is. Alright, so now we need
An
to
assured voice echoes from around you.
find these keystones. As far as these guardians, I want to get I want to get these guardians as soon as they spot me. I want to avoid getting too many at once. I don't think they're evil. Holy Retribution doesn't work. Oh, there's a second one. Try to get this one down first.
I am able
So there's a keystone. There's the closest one. There's another worm. So I'm going to get this worm before I do anything. Yeah, I always like to take it slow here. I mean, we can cleave, so having a lot of them at once isn't bad, but they do a lot of damage, you know, at higher difficulties or if we're running it at a lower level. All right, there's a keystone by a guardian. And so I avoid, you know, like you don't want to just run all the way to the first one. You want to definitely clear these things as you find them. So at least I do. I don't try to go for this optional, but a lot of times I end up getting it because to find the keystones, you end up running into all the guardians. And I actually see two of the keystones ahead. Here's one. Oh, two more guardians. So good news is we got all the guardians, so now all I have to do is find the last keystone, which should be just using the Q button. There it is.
You touch the last keystone. The shapeshifter's eager voice chimes in from the shadows. Well done. Take a moment to regroup, and then come on in. I'll be waiting.
And so we're looking to look. This is the end boss that we need to fight. He has a special ability that his gaze will kill you, basically, effectively. He's worse than a Medusa that way. And so
A tall, graceful figure stands before
we need to find him and then kill him, but we can't look at him. We can't look at him when he goes into his special attack.
Dark Prince and Demon Lord of the Abyss.
So
As you move to attack, Grosset laughs and vanishes.
unfortunately, you get this for about a few seconds. You get this irresistible attack, and so the only defense against this is spell resistance, and really the only class, I mean, possibly a drow monk, but really probably a barbarian Dorkan-based occult slayer is probably the best build against that. But it's not that bad. It's pretty short. All right. And I just clear them as I go. You don't have to if you can get around them. Like, they won't attack you unless you go in their little red circle. But it's pretty hard. Like, I actually felt like I was not in it, but it got me anyways. But it could have been Luna stepped in it rather than me. And like, you know, what are you gonna do about this one? Nothing. You just go in, get your irresistible dance for a few seconds.
You find Grosset preening in a mirror. He turns with lightning speed. Let's get right to it. Isn't that too long? Grosset's eyes burn with the light of obsession, and you feel his power begin to attack your mind. Best to avoid his gaze if you can. The Demon Lord's gaze fades. You can look upon him once more.
We may get one more round of that special attack. No, maybe not.
Grosset's wounds seem deep, and his movements begin to slow. Yet just when you think victory is at hand, the Demon Lord stands upright, blows you a kiss, and vanishes. The world around you begins to fade into blackness, but the Demon Lord's voice continues. This battle is heroic, but it's not quite legendary. There's just not enough at stake to make it worthy of song and fable, and that's what we both want. Ours is a special relationship, but it needs more time, yes. And I need to up the stakes. I want our next encounter to be truly exceptional. Perhaps the city or a world should hinge on the outcome. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. I need to sharpen your thirst for our conflict, to hone your sense of purpose by touching the things you care about. To make you really want it. I hear that Evening Star is nice and dear to your heart. Mark this day, champion. It's the beginning of what will someday be a glorious tale. But for now, I bid you farewell.
It's almost like he was meant to be a raid boss, but they never finished it the way that they had that. Anyways, I got this Dwarven Brawler hand wraps, which is really great against outsiders. That has banishing, so that has a chance to insta-kill outsiders. It has Evil Outsider Bane, and a lot of monks have a way to get silver and cold iron, you know, through their class trees. So, really good item. I'll probably end up breaking it down for sentient XP. Alright, nothing too interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and grab something to break down for essences. There's also a reward for doing all the quests. I don't think it gives anything real interesting, just more random loot, and it might be level 30 loot potentially. Yep, looks like level 30. So that's good. That's more essences. So I'm just going to grab something to break down for essences. And that is Desire in the Dark. on Elite.